Welcome back to episode 2 of our Pathfinder series. Where we just left off, we had just met up with Lan and Wendu, and they want our help to try and find some ancient angel's flame sword. We've narrowly escaped death within a demon-infested city, and now we're gonna search through these catacombs and hopefully find what we're looking for, this sword. So let's start off over here.
Oh, what is that?
We've noticed something. Camellia has noticed some loot. What's here? A copper ring. Pretty worthless. What's that? Worth two gold. Okay. Who has religion lore? Do you have religion lore? I forget. What's this? More cooking ingredients? Alright.
Damn this silly thing.
Dang. We don't know that one. Oh, they were not the person to do this. Turns out they don't have religion lore. Oh yeah, because lore's wisdom based. Of course. I thought all of the laws were like... I thought all knowledge stuff was intelligence based. And knowledge is, but lore is different. It's wisdom. And as it turns out, a -1 is not going to beat a DC 17. So it's a statue of an unknown knight. The technique is crude, but the figure was clearly crafted with a genuine feeling. Alright.
I do things
okay.
my way.
We got some more loot here. What, another copper ring? No, these are some grinding stones. Okay, apparently merchant will pay well for them. 1 gold piece,
Now
apparently so.
I found
Oh man, there are so many things around here.
I'll watch your back.
Alright. Well, now we got some little gemstones, don't mind if I do. Perception is very important in this game, as if you haven't already noticed at this point. You always want to make sure you get perception on just about everyone within your party, if at all possible. Of course, with 5 wisdom, my main character is not going to be very good at those perception checks. Oh, hello. There's the sword. Just like that. Wonder what would have happened if we failed the perception check on the sword. Could you just not find it? Oh, here we go. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Sabra Toneborn feels drops of searing blood run down her chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one, or another one entirely? Sabra Toneborn's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into her mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I sworn to protect. The people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent, mortal world. There they are, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have the strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Sabra Toneborn's intuits? I don't know what that one is. Okay, intuits that she can control them somehow. Let's try to... I don't know why. When I said intuits the first time, it just didn't sound right. I understood it was meaning like intuition, but intuits just didn't... It didn't sit with me right. I think I'm an angel. What do I gotta do? Let's heal the wounded girl. Higher priorities rather than just calling it the traitors. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Sabra Toneborn. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, "Laria, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true?" The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster like a rushing river, and the images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes, observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic, golden-winged angel, gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you are ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me. Oh, is the girl. Then don't waste your strength healing me. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There, in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths, a vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. Do I want to fight the illusions? I could. I don't have the best will. But Sabra Tombo knows how to resist a malign influence such as this, no matter its origin. Yeah, we certainly do. The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying. But Sabra Tomeborn is stronger. She shakes off the pain and torpor. But alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in this strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow features starkly resemble those of the Deskari, the terrifying demon lord. In a moment of as swift as a thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Lariel. The foolish angel struggles on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whisper to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quivering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Laral. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back, heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with the last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Sabra Tomeborn senses the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing she hears is this. You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day, someone will come here and raise my sword, and they will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors. No, they will save and protect the innocent. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Sabra Tomeborn does not hear the final words, but she seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from her lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Sabra Tomeborn's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Sabra Tomeborn sees the flaming sword in her hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm, soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into her hand. Sabra Tomeboard senses that it will return. All she need to do is call it. My. That is an interesting turn of fate. This looks like the sword is meant for us. It's strange to see a wizard wielding that.
Are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Yeah, I think I'm fine. I just witnessed my scars open up, blood pour from my chest, but it's close now, and I feel alright. Actually, I feel good. She kneels before me, offering up a prayer to their god. Right.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
They stare at me dumbfounded. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, Lan.
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Laurel, the angel who died here. Yeah.
L'Ariel?
L'Ariel, not Laurel.
Really was L'Ariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
Of course, I'm sure they will be.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it, and now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Yeah, I can understand the suspicion here, Wendu. I am just as confused as you. If I was in your shoes, I'd be pretty suspicious, alright? I don't blame you.
Now, Wenduog, don't be a sword loser.
They want the sword, do they?
She is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before her, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because she doesn't carry our mongrel taint.
Oh.
Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that.
That's horrible, Lan. I'd like to believe that heaven is not that strict, but I suppose it depends where you are within the heavenly planes. Perhaps some take it more seriously than others.
I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
But it doesn't make you eviler either, I like to think, Lan. You can choose your own course, and that decides your fate. So you've seen it too? The traitors, the dying
It's
girl?
only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it.
I will try if at all possible, my friend.
Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous. And when I'm upset.
I don't blame you.
And when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said
That's
is
me.
out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sol. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
I highly identify with Lan. Lan and I are two peas in a pod. I am just the same. There's never a time when I'm not cracking jokes. Fortunately, to my own detriment.
And what if she can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
Well, let's hope they don't do that. It requires Angel Mythic Path. Reveal the Heaven of Light. It seems I can control it. So, apparently I'm on that path. I know there's some crazy mythic paths in this game.
Wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
Indeed, it seems they have.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Has Lan seen the sun before?
Yes, it's similar.
I guess they have.
But this light is more golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze.
Alright.
You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours.
Yeah?
Without them, we won't survive.
Most of us.
And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Alright. Make a good point. I think that's my best solution. I'm not getting out of here any other way, it seems, so. Lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not. Yeah, well, I suppose we should see the rest of their group. I like these two, but maybe their tribe will not be so worthy of my assistance.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Well, yeah, the shortest route, the longest route, the only route. Hold on, I want to explore a little more here. Can I explore here before we go?
No, what is that?
Oh, sweet, I can. I was going to say. Alright, we can get through there. Anything else here? Yeah, there's definitely the loot we haven't grabbed yet. But I think this is a dead end, unfortunately. Got some pearls. What's this? Alright, some more gems and whatnot. Alright, so I think that's everything here. Anything else I can grab? Anything else I can interact with? I'm thinking not. Alright, let's go.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Wait, you can actually see them, can you? Or are they just explaining how this works? Yeah, no, I know how this works. We know how dice rolling works in these games. I wonder what classes these two are.
Trouble yet?
Lan is a Zen archer, and they're just a standard old fighter. Alright. Oh, except they're a ranged fighter. That's an interesting one. You don't usually see ranged fighters, but ranged fighters are very, very good. Not many people know about that. Hold on, does it say their races in here as well? What is this? Oh, shoot. He's lawful neutral. They're neutrally. Okay, so maybe that's why you two couldn't actually... you couldn't touch the weapon. Although, then again, I'm totally neutral, so maybe... I don't think I have any anything to work with here. What's this do? You summon a soothing light, warming the hearts of your allies and obscuring the visions of your enemies. And every ally within 20-foot radius gets 1 temporary hit point for an hour, and enemies become dazzled. Oh, cool. Do I have infinite uses of this? Like, how many times can I do it? I'll wait till we get to combat before we try, but... Oh, looks like it's going to be happening right now.
Save the last one for me.
Oh, damn, more spiders coming in.
Cover me.
Very nice.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yikes. Don't get poisoned, please. I don't need any of this tips. Please stop giving me tips. Ooh, bit of loot. Don't mind if I do. Always gotta loot everything. Wait, what was that? Yeah, what is that? Oh, for brewing potions. Bezor. Bizarre. I don't know. Bezor. Who can say? Oh, that's nice. I do want those. Alright, there's some rubble. Alright, looks like... Hold on, let's try this first, I suppose. You can do it, Lan.
Mongrel did it.
Nice, Lan. Good stuff, good stuff.
I'll tear your
Small
throat
earth elementals, huh? Alright, yeah, we can take them out. I could probably use some... Ooh, this is probably a good time to use my my ability, I suppose. Get them up in the... Alright, let's go. I wonder if I can infinitely use it.
Excruciating.
Oh, let's just keep doing it. Make sure everyone's always got 1 temporary hit point. Oh. Oh, what? Are they already dead? No. Oh. That's strange.
You can trust
Looks like they can't die, I'm guessing? Interesting. I know in the previous game some characters couldn't die for various reasons. I'm pretty sure -10 is death though, so they should be dead. Looks like there's something else going on here. Oh, Wand of Cure Light Wounds. That is a very fortunate gift. There's something else that just popped up, was there? Or was that just the loot on them that I found? Yeah, seems like that was just the loot on them. Alright, not bad. Alright, let's use that wand real quick. Let's keep everyone nice and healed. And how much health are you missing? 7. Alright, we'll do the same thing. Perfect.
always watch your back.
Just as much as we needed.
The heartbeat quickens.
Young giant flies, huh?
Me.
Alright, probably about time we try and use some of our spells here as well. Honestly, maybe I should be using... Yeah, I think I should be using some of my buff spells at this point. Hold on, are they a strength fighter? I forget. No, they're dexed. Hold on, we almost fucked that up. We need to be putting that on our strength-based fighters. Very important that you enlarge the strength. Oh no! I forgot. That's not enlarged person. It's reduced person. I don't know why I thought I had large person prepared. Helps to actually read what the spell is called. Pro tip, when casting spells, always read the description. That's alright, you live and you learn. Oh, let's grab that. Not bad. Nice. Ooh, Masterwork Crossbow, actually, that's great. We need that. It's an upgrade for us, right? Yeah. Straight up. Always get that Masterwork stuff going. Any opportunity you get, equip a Masterwork item, if you don't already have one. Ooh, more loot. That perception's paying off.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Hold on, okay, we're going for them it seems. I think I might move up with my fellow here and try and do a Burning Hands. Oh, probably don't need to yet. Truth be told. Yeah, I may as well just shoot.
I'll loot your corpse. Your death.
Let's go.
The world in crimson.
Alright, well right now we're just cutting through this section. It's like the tutorial section. Of course it's gonna be hella easy. Oh, Masterwork Greatsword. That could be quite good for us actually. Maybe upgrade her. Maybe get rid of the shield. Like how much AC does she have right now? Oh wow. 23 AC? What the hell? Where did all that AC come from? They have like a shield focus or something? Oh, they do have a shield focus. Right. So yeah, okay. We're not moving it. I was going to give them the Masterwork Greatsword, but that's not going to do much good for us.
Where do you want?
Alternatively, you could give one of these people. No, they're an archer. They're also an archer, really. I kind of want to give them the Greatsword, but they've probably focused weapon. They've probably got like a weapon focus with archery, I suppose. Let's find out. Where am I looking for these things again? Weapon proficiencies? Oh no. Looks like they don't. Unless... Oh no. Where do you check your feats again? God damn. Point blank shot. Okay, so yeah, they are intended for archery.
On your way.
We're better off using archery on them. Here we go. Looks like we're where we need to be. Wendu glances at Lan, who is fixing his slipped bowstrings, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen, here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Sal. Lan is sure that the light of heaven should be shown to the mongrels. Yeah, well, Lan is pretty certain. Lan... Wendu grimaces and a guttural husky snarl unfurls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. A distinction needs to be made. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves, another to fight in the shield maze. Wendu leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make it all the way through to the other end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought. But we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as a primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear the whispers right behind you, and soft singing in the distance. That seems to arise and fall with the beating of your heart. They look away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze, with no idea where they're going. All because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all of our problems. Don't you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Sol is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone, and if I have to, I'll find them. Or whatever's left of them. Without any heroics, relying only on myself. Risking only my life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together, and find the way out to the surface. Yeah, I'll think about it. Let's go. They nod. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. All right. Well, look, you don't actually know, so you leading the way probably isn't the best idea. It's like straight up. Though they make a pretty reasonable point, but at the same time, I have to get out of here one way or another. I've got to get through that maze. I could guide their people out. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I have to do that. That's like, that's my way out right now. Is through this maze. So we're probably gonna tell them that. But if they can let us go first and then just follow behind us, I feel like that's the way for them. If they really want to lead this place. Alright, where are we now? Oh, it's a big place. A lot of mongrels. Can we get out in the water? No, you can't get out in the water. I don't even want to know what's happening up there. Yeah, fair enough, you really don't. Has the maze really collapsed? I can't say. Yeah, these guys really are quite monstrous. Alright, doesn't look like they've got that many dialogue. Ooh, here we go. What's going on here? Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump, with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white eyeless fish, while others are repairing fish nets. All the signs of a normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. I see. Okay. A heavy-set, aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in a limp, wispy strand, and his face has a distracting, rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplander shith. End times are upon us. Indeed. Chief Sol, we found the angel's sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Lan points at you. She had a vision, and now the angel's sword together with the light of heaven is somehow inside her? Gather the tribe. Anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can go save them. Chief Sol raises his hand with a ragged, broken fingernails. Lan. Always dreaming. Always talking. You're too hasty. Too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Sol eyes you down. Up and down. An uplander with the light of heaven? That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trust because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show me the light. Wendu stares at you intently like a cat watching a bird and shakes her head in warning. Is there someone else from the surface here? Why would I want to speak to someone else from the surface? May as well ask. I don't know, I get the option. Sal points off to the side. There she is. Hale and hearty and prime as a peacock. Just like me. Sal laughs, but quietly returns to the business. It's not good. Too many uplanders. It's not good. It's not right. What are you up to here? You are not one of us. We are not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you. Not you to us. I will help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can't quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. I'm definitely going to help them out of the maze. That much I can certain. I don't know if I want to lie to them, though. I feel kind of bad about lying. Look, in this case, if lying is going to stop, half the tribe running off and getting slaughtered, then I think that's probably the best thing to do. I don't want that on my head. I don't want to... I'm going to have a hard time sleeping at night, knowing that I was the reason that all these innocent folk ended up dying, so... At last! Someone's talking some sense! You don't understand. It's a holy light. It will scare off the monsters that dwell in the maze. Lan drops his voice. Listen, I don't personally believe in this angelic light, but Sol does. Show him. It won't cost you anything. Oh, Lan. Alright. Lan's really pushing the point. I'm gonna be honest. Alright. Let's show him. We'll reveal the light of heaven. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare, transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep. Wow, it really emanates through your whole body, right into your very core of your being. Sol is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. Sure, it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came back. Back from the dead, he came to save our children. Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all the time that you would support him. Alright, now I'm gonna make sure we don't tell them to go running off into this mayhem. Wendu hisses at you like an angry cat. You see these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women? Their blood will be on your hands. We will survive. I'm not responsible for others' decisions. That's true. Although we have the blessing of the angel, we will survive and help the young child. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help him. Idiot! You see a bright light, and now you think even the maze is no match for you? Yeah, I'll be fine. That's just standard wizard bullshit, though. Always overestimate yourself. You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least. But one good fighter is worth 10 bad ones. True enough. You have the right of it, Lan. But we're neithers. We're going to wait. I sent a message to shaman or the tribes. It will take time, yes, but they will come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. Lan sighs. Alright, Chief. Understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Wendu only grits her teeth in silence. They're not happy with me. They really ain't happy with me. Man, we're all fatigued. Yeah, we definitely do go to rest. We got a level up here as well. Let's pull that off. They're a paladin, yeah, so we'll keep leveling their paladin levels. What can we get? Persuasion, yeah. Look, persuasion is always good for someone with high charisma. Perception, can we get perception? I want to get perception on everyone, to be honest. Perception's really, really good. I don't think we really need to worry about these things, per se. Oh, actually, they have nature. No one actually has religion law, so we will get religion law. That one is important. Alright, is there anything else I need to do? Nope, that's it. What do we get? We get Lay on Hands and Divine Grace. Two exceptionally good abilities. Dare I say it's Divine Grace might actually be one of the most powerful abilities in Pathfinder. Adding your charisma to your saving throws is absurdly good for tanking. Once you've got 18 charisma, once you like max that charisma out, you can be one of the best tanks. I'm kind of saddened they put their best stat over here in their strength and they upped that rather than their charisma. I always max out that charisma on my paladins. That's alright. That's alright. We'll get better. Okay, well, I suppose it's time to rest. Why don't we explore the rest of this camp? Can we chat to Sol anymore? Yeah, let's chat with Sol. Sol heaves himself around to face you. Aye. Tell me about the mongrels. Well, we are the Crusaders underground. The children of the first Crusaders. The whirlwind touches everyone. Look at us. We're all marked by it. The uplanders didn't like it. They drove us down here. But we have a secret. Sol winks one good eye. Sol's one good eye twinkles slyly. We're waiting. When the shield mates falls, that is the end of our lives down here. We will go up to the surface to fight. Until then, we don't. Our place is here. Tell me about Wendu. Oh, wait, hold on. But now we have all seen the light of heaven. Now we can go. What other signs do we need? We must fulfill a crusader's duty. Ah, Wendu, our beauty, our huntress. Who is more skilled than Wendu? There are braver fighters, yes, but brave doesn't mean skilled. Wendu is the only one to go into the maze and come out again. The others listen to everything she has to say. But sometimes from the sounds of things they don't actually, although they hear the words, they don't absorb the meaning and the message. Lan, Sol makes a vague gesture. Is not one of us. No, not one of us. His father was one of us, but his mother? No. They took him up to the surface. They ruined him as a child. Then they came back, but he wasn't one of us. A good hunter, yes, but he feels trapped down here. But he can't go up there either. It's not safe. It wouldn't last long. So he's been to the surface before. That's true, he did know what the sun looked like. Interesting, I wonder how he got back down here and why he can't get back up then. I wonder who his family is, who his mother is. Thanks for the answers. No matter. So, what are you going to do now? The messenger is swift. He'll rally the tribes, all of them. The angel's light is with us, so we will follow it. Now, go get a rest. Eat. Can I just clarify? Are we Uplanders prisoners or guests? Look, I think I know the answer, but a bit of a clarification always helps. Have you drawn weapons against us? No. Have you killed us? No. Have you stolen our food? No. Guests. Yeah, look, honestly, that's it's kind of self-explanatory. I don't see how I would have been a prisoner, but look, when the dialogue's there, I kind of just want to experience it. I just want to know what they have to say, truth be told. I want to see everything that these characters have to offer. Alright, let's see who else is around here. Who else we can talk with? Oh, what's that? Loot? I take loot. We always take loot. I don't even know what's happening up there. Oh, you don't even want to know. Lan and Wendu are always dragging back trash from the caves. No offense. Hey! The hell did you just say to me?
Everything has a price.
Oh, we can't even attack them. It was tempting them. I don't appreciate these rude statements. If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay.
Precisely.
Alright. Well, let's keep grabbing the loot, I suppose. May as well keep looting this place. Let's explore everything there is around here as well. We can't really go that way. Oh, who are you? Hello. Oh, you're a human. Oh yeah, there was one human here. Horgus Gwyrm. Hold on, did I already meet a Gwyrm? I feel like I've saw the name Gwyrm in the last playthrough, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Finally, someone from the surface. I was beginning to lose hope. An elderly man in an expensive but ostentatious clothes approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises, and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Ugh, look at that face down there. Look at that. Ugh, he ain't happy to be here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gwyrm. Yes, that Gwyrm. You no doubt have heard of me if you've spent any time at all in the city. Well, I thought I had heard of him. Maybe I do know him. I have a business proposition for you. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? Yeah, it really doesn't. You're truly, you truly are freshly arrived in the city, then. You could have picked a worse time. You couldn't have picked a worse time. That's for certain. Only just arrived, and the city's razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in all of Kenabres. Kenabres? I already forgot how to say it. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their time trapezing from one ball to the next. But the Gwyrm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the community. I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any of the festival delicacies? You have Horgus Gwyrm to thank for that. I just imagine them puffing up their chest and staring down their nose, looking at me like I'm not even fit to lick their boots. So how did you end up here, Horgus? For a moment, Horgus's eyes focus on Camellia before his gaze returns to you. Do they know Camellia? Like everyone else, obviously. Down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings, and instead came across the hunters from this settlement. Although, I must say that when I first glimpsed their socionomies? I have no idea. My life flashed before my very eyes. But they turned out to be a decent chaps. What, frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. Ah, physiognomies. We have learnt the definition. So, for those who are like me, who don't know, it's usually referring to somebody's face or their expression, or just their the way they look, specifically in relation to their origin or their racial descent. Physiognomies. You don't speak very kindly of the mongrels. even though they saved your life. Pah! What kind of words are for people with the... So we really didn't read that one right. Pah! Kind words are for people with hours to fritter away on pleasantries. August Worm speaks his mind, and he pays for his services rendered not with kind words, but with hard coin. He's leaning in, sort of giving me a wink at that point. I feel like he wants me. He wants my help for something. He probably wants my help getting him out of here. I gave the mongrels my dagger in exchange for their help. Its handle is worth more than their whole village. Oh my, August. Jeez. So what kind of proposition have you got anyway? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I'm determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. Well, I hope. We must find a route back to the surface. To the city. If there's anything left of it, that is. You are a spellcaster, I presume. A sorcerer, or a wizard. I can't tell which exactly, but it doesn't matter. Spells are always useful, especially in this situation. Yeah, look, you look me up and down, you see the fact I'm completely unarmored, all I'm carrying is a ranged weapon. That's a good assessment, a spellcaster. August, you know your class as well, my friend. You are strong. It will no doubt, it will be no trouble. It will be no trouble to you. My god, I cannot read. But I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. He's looking down at the big beer belly, that big gut he's got. Too many suppers. Too many desserts. I can't go crawling about through caves playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. Of course, Horgus. I suggest we help this man. It is good to have friends among the Kenabris elite. 2,000 gold coins. Why not 10,000 or 100,000? No, let's not be miserly. I don't know what that word means. Let's say 1,000,000. My initial offer was a king's ransom. You're likely never seen so much gold in all your life. It's non-negotiable. I said 1,000, and that's my final offer. Probably doesn't have the money. Do you have the money? Let's see. I would gladly pay in advance, but all my wealth is up on the surface. Fear not, the word of a Gwyrm is worth more than platinum. Ask anyone, Horgus Gwyrm has never reneged on a deal? Reneged on a deal, as in to go back on a deal. Man, I am learning some new words today. That's what I do love about these games. They've got some very, very good writing. You always learn something new. Alright, I'll do it for you, Gwyrm. It would be good to have your assistance. Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here in the city. Oh, forgot Gwyrm's voice for a moment. Go on, go on. Don't forget our agreement. When you find the way out, be sure to tell me. Alright, Gwyrm. I'd be happy to. We're going to be telling everyone. Don't you worry, Gwyrm. Funnily enough, Gwyrm, I was actually going to do it for everyone. You didn't actually need to pay me. I was going to do that anyway, just because I need to get out of here. And as far as I'm concerned, if I'm getting out of here, I may as well help you lot out as well. But if you're going to pay me for it, why the hell not? Shame we can't afford... we can't get him to pay the 2,000 gold coins, though. Alright. Ooh, there's some more loot. We're just going to look around here and see if we can find anyone else to talk to. Oh, here we go. Nevia's just chilling. Nevia, I forget. Let's see if we can chat with them. Oh, we can. The tragedy may not have happened if you'd spent less time surveying honest citizens and more time tracking the real spies and demon worshippers. I forgot the voice again. Brilliant idea. How come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists. Then we wouldn't have to waste our time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. You make a very valid point. Like, how am I meant to tell who the hell they are? They all look like honest citizens. That's the point. August and Anivia sit at some distance apart sniping at one another in an idle fashion that testifies to their long acquaintance and mutual dislike. When they notice you, they quickly fall silent. So, what's the bad blood between you about? It's an old matter. Ms. Terrorblade here had the notion of spying on me, then rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a cultist? Cultists don't tend to look like cultists, you know. That's kind of the problem. And you, Mr. Gwyrm, built a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yeah, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all that rigmarole was the middlemen? With the middlemen was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the crusade. And why? Why would they want to do that? Don't you see? I have a reputation to uphold. One that I value most highly. August Gwyrm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see that its defenders, my defenders, were well-fed, healthy, and well-armed. But to make those donations openly was unthinkable. I might as well hang a sign outside my door welcoming to every spooger, leech, and parasite in the city. Sponger. It's not even a new word. It's just sponge with an R on the end, and my brain's like, the short circuits. I appreciate your help for the crusade. No jokes. You're an alright bloke. But carrying on secret dealings in the city that's teeming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us lot whose job it is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. You see the problem here, August? So anyway, maybe we should change the subject. How's that leg going along? The girl scrunches up her nose. Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They've bandaged me up all nice and smeared some stinking stuff on the wounds, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said wait a day and I'll be alright. I'll be right as rain. So I'll be waiting. So, what do you think's happening in the city right now? Perhaps the city is no more. If Descari himself appeared, there's no telling how bad things are. Can you hold off on writing obituaries just yet? The city is full of fighters, and besides that, it's barely a stone's throw from Nerosian. I think our people will hold on long enough for reinforcements to come from the Queen. This ain't Descari's home turf. It's gonna have to retreat, or else fight off the whole Mendevian army. Mendevian army. Okay, well, hopefully that army shows up. What do you think of the mongrels, anyway? I thought they were just a story. Yeah, you wouldn't be the first. The sort of thing drunks in a tavern would come out with. Now I discover that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? The poor creatures are most unfortunate, with their faces and their minds so deformed. It's a miracle they're even alive. That part that boggles my mind is that they're the descendants of the first Crusaders. All of these years, they've been living beneath our feet, in caves, in the dirt. If I'd known the legends about them were true, I'd have dedicated my life to getting them out of this place. Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous that this is how the first Crusaders, the people that first defended us all against the demons, this is how they've ended up. Who's really the demons here? Like, obviously, like literally, the demons are literally the demons, but, like, it seems like the people on the surface aren't all good themselves as well. To what end? The people of Kenabres would have stoned them on sight, and Prelate Halran would have had them tossed on the pyre en masse. Whatever the ills of this place, it is their home. How long do you think they would have survived on the surface? Oh yeah, it's that guy. Surely you could talk Halran out of it. Surely he's not going to throw innocents on the pyre. Like, sure, they look like they're demons, but maybe they're not all bad. If we treat them like that, we'll force them into being demons. So, what are you going to do when you get back to the surface anyway, Horgus? Besides, you know, pay me. I think I'm going to go home. Last I knew, I owned a very fine mansion. I shall see if it's still standing, or if I'm now homeless. I'm going to find Irabeth. She's my wife, and the leader of the Eagle's Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Kenabres to fall. That's what I've always really liked about the Pathfinder games. They are very much open to LGBTQ plus relationships. You know, they don't let that kind of stuff really get in the way. Like in the previous games, you could actually get involved within a polyamorous relationship with a male orc and a female elf. It's always interesting, and now, right in the early moments of the game, we're already finding a lesbian relationship. I really like people writing that sort of stuff into the games, because A, it's gonna happen. It's pretty normal. It's bound to happen. If it happens in the real world, it's gonna happen in your game worlds. And for some reason, it's just something we never see in RPGs. Like, I don't see enough of it. At least most RPGs these games support player-sexual characters. And I say player-sexual as a key term here, because essentially it means no matter what you are, who you are, you can usually have most of the characters fall in love with you, and Pathfinder is no exception. You can woo just about every character, at least in the Kingmaker games. And I imagine this new game is much the same. Anyway, let's get going. Go on then. Don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier we are to find some people still alive up there. And probably some demons too. I wouldn't be so keen to get out of here. Take care of yourself. I shall. I most certainly shall. Let's keep exploring this camp. Oh. Hey, Uplander! Come here and see my wares. Alright, Dyro. Let's see what wares you got down here. You there! Oh, it's a tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling smile, with an enormous swelling, smiles broadly at you. I thought the smile was the swelling for a second. Showing off her double rows of sharp, small teeth. Phew! From the surface. You must be tough to make it all the way out here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dyra. Let's trade? Yeah, let's trade. See what you got, Dyra. Oh, they got some decent items. Looks like we're going to be here for a while if they're throwing at me some decent items already. I'm going to be trying to pick up a few scrolls here. Specifically scrolls that I don't already have to write into my spellbook. I want all of these scrolls. Looks like they don't actually specify whether or not they're arcane or divine, so this should be fine. Do they have any masterwork weapons? No, but they do have a quiver of cold iron ammunition. Cold iron ammunition. Alright, so it's just 20 shots of cold iron ammunition. Okay, and that just runs out, I suppose. Let's grab that. Purifying solution. It's necessary to clean and safely consume any food in the corrupted wasteland. Okay, that's probably going to be important. Mutated fish. Alright. I don't know if I want to eat that. Get some potions here. Honestly, the Cure Light Wounds potions will be kind of handy. The Cold Iron Masterwork Great Axe will come in very handy, I feel. We've already got +1 braces, so we don't need those. What's this? Thick pads? Okay. Oh, and it even offers a bonus. Whenever an enemy confirms a critical hit against you, the wearer, they must pass a fortitude save or become unable to attack with the weapon for a round. Okay, that's cool. Seems like a pretty solid item. I think what we're going to do here is first off we do bulk selling. I think that, yeah, that gets off all of our junk, right? Now we're going to go through and find the other stuff to sell. Like crossbow we don't need, the Kama we don't need, the short spear we don't need the longsword. Can you probably get rid of the Masterwork Dagger actually. Yeah, don't need any of these things. Cold Iron Dagger, we will hold on to that. Cold Iron weapons can come in handy. So for those who don't know, certain creatures can have resistances to certain damage types, and you need usually something to overcome it. Like, for example, a Cold Iron weapon. Okay. That's the best we can do at the moment. Do we even buy the arrows? I don't think we did, right? We can almost afford them. Is there something else we can sell off? Get rid of that shield. Get rid of the Masterwork Greatsword. I don't think we're going to use it. Don't have anyone who can take it. I want to get the arrows. That could come in handy. Alrighty. So anyway, who are you, Dyra? The people around here call me all sorts. Dyra the Hoarder, Dyra the Coin, Dyra the City Girl. Like that's a bad thing. I troll the caves, picking up all kinds of things from the surface that wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best finds for coin. Got no coin? Forgot what money is? Well, I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay for them with gold, like city folk. Why are you so eager to trade with me? Because all the people here are no better than animals now. Dara yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues. Our forefathers lived in the city, like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, and crusades. But I couldn't care less about that. Savages with clubs can't fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. You make a good point. They're all forgotten what trading is. They've all forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plants. They barter hides for plants and roots, and go on about the feats of the Crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need the help remembering. I have coin and I have things to sell. Now, let's trade like proper city folk. Time to go, I think. Go. If you find coins or something valuable, come back and we'll trade.
Careful.
Yeah, no worries. I'll grab this loot and I'll sell it to you. Just like that. I wonder... They don't seem to care. That's always something I thought was so funny about RPG games, when you just walk around, like, grab stuff in front of people and then immediately sell it back to them. Like... Do you not mind that I'm literally selling to you your own things? Hell, Lan was the one who picked it up. Lan knows what I'm doing here. Like, make no mistakes. They're in on this. Alright. Is that everything down here? Oh, well, hold on. We can continue going this way, can we? I guess this is the way out.
Precisely.
Yeah, we can't leave yet, though, it seems. You have to rest first. Well, all in all, I think we've made some good progress for this episode. We've met some cool new characters. We've got 5 people in our party now, and it looks like next thing we're going to do is go head to the cave outside. Here's our little rest spot. Not the cave, not the cave, the maze. We're going to head to the outside of this cave and hopefully find that maze and ultimately get ourselves to the surface, get paid 1,000 gold pieces for our troubles. Yeah, it's looking good, looking hopeful. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to leave a like. It helps others that might also find this content enjoyable find these videos, so it's greatly appreciated. If you want to make sure you don't miss out on future episodes, be sure to press that subscribe button, ring the bell, make sure you get all those notifications. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode.